What's good, ladies and gentlemen? MHE, another video. Um, this week in college football, I mean, it's kind of wild, I guess. So my Hokies finally fired Coach Pry. So I mean, we started off this season absolutely terrible. Like I thought we at least would have at least one win. Like I knew we wouldn't beat South Carolina, but we were up 10 on Vandy and then gave up 34 straight points. You know, and then we lost to ODU. ODU has beaten us, I think, two or three times so far, and they've been in the FBS like for 5 years or whatever, and they've beaten us. I think their very first year, like we went to their house and they beat us, and then we won the next year, um, and then I, I mean, it's just absolutely crazy how, like, I don't know, like ever since Beamer said he was retiring, that's when it started all going downhill. Well, actually, his last 3 years it started going all downhill. But anyways, UCLA fired their coach as well after a 0-3 start. Um, and there's a rule where players can transfer after, before 30 days are up of their coach being fired, of their head coach being fired. So between the two teams, only one player has transferred, which is Lovett from Virginia Tech. Well, he entered the portal. Um, so a lot of people are talking about Nico probably leaving, like, which wouldn't make sense because he just left Tennessee and he left to go to California to be closer to his family. So I mean, he USC already got somebody, Cal already got somebody. I mean, he could probably go to Stanford, but I don't know if that's his type of offense. And plus, Stanford is not like a team that looks like they're going to be winning anything for the next few years. They're in a major rebuilding state. Um, Trying to think what other California teams. I mean, just the like FCS teams, maybe Fresno State, maybe I don't know, but I really don't think he's going to leave. Um, but yeah. Uh, what else? So I think Florida is trying to bounce back. Like, how do you? DJ Lagway is like I don't understand what it is with him. Like, how do you throw five and you threw half your team's points in interceptions? They scored 10 points. He had five interceptions. Now it's LSU, but still, like that's just way too many turnovers. Way like I don't know why they don't go to a backup quarterback and see what the backup can do because he already has I think six interceptions total and five passing touchdowns. So his ratio is all off. Absolutely horrible. Alabama is building back up. You know, they're starting to look like a powerhouse team now. Ohio State is the number one team in the nation, followed by Penn State. Um, Oregon this week is playing Oregon State. Um, let's see. I'm trying to pull up the games right now and see who's going to be playing. It's not really any big games this week, but I mean Texas Tech versus Utah, battle of two 3-0 teams. Syracuse is trying to keep rolling. I mean they're 2-1, but they are going against Clemson, who is not looking too good right now. And trying to get back right. There's some talks that Dabo might be leaving or something. Well, not leaving, but like Clemson might move on. I don't know. I Because if they move on from him, I like I was telling one of my coworkers who's a Clemson fan, if they move on from Dabo, I really feel like it'll be like a Jimbo uh type of type of situation when Jimbo left Florida State to go to Texas A&M, and then Florida State started going downhill. You know, so I don't really think they're going to give up on Dabo like that. SMU versus TCU, that'll be a good game. Um, everybody, all the powerhouse teams are playing like weak teams and stuff right now. Uh, Auburn versus Oklahoma. So Arnold is going back to um, Oklahoma, the team that he just transferred from. And both teams are 3-0. They look really good. I mean, it's at 3:30 Eastern. Um, I feel like it should be more at night. That definitely could be a primetime game. Um, Oklahoma is looking good. I mean, Mateer is looking good. Got a lot of weapons out there. Michigan versus Nebraska. Underwood versus Raiola. Nebraska's 3-0, which is crazy. I thought they'd at least be like 2-1. Notre Dame trying to get their first win, going against Purdue, who is 2-1. North Carolina versus UCF. After that loss, North Carolina's really been looking pretty decent. I'm not gonna say good because they haven't. They didn't play anybody. Let me go look at this thing real quick. They beat Charlotte and then they beat Richmond, which are teams that you want to practice your plays on. But uh, I don't know. Hopefully Belichick can get it rolling. Let's see. We got a rivalry game in Duke and North Carolina. It's not really looking too good for Duke. They paid all that money to get the quarterback from Tulane, but they ain't looking too good out here. Temple versus Georgia Tech. West Virginia versus Kansas. South Carolina versus Missouri. But the question is Lenora Sellers going to play? You got hit, I think like the first half of the game and got knocked out. So concussion protocol and stuff like that. So if they don't have them, I really don't think they're gonna win. But if they do have them, I think I they have they have a better chance of winning. Um, Obviously, but we'll see. Probably Friday they'll probably let us know if he's playing or not, or early Saturday morning might be a game time decision. The rivalry game Miami versus Florida. Like we were talking about Lagway. I mean, this Miami team is first off they're fourth in the nation. That's crazy. But anyways, they look really really good with Carson Beck. A lot of people thought Carson Beck would hold them back and whatnot. They were saying Miami ain't going to be like Miami of old, but this team looks really really good and looks like a team that will probably win the ACC in my books. Now we got number 9 Illinois. Like, when's the last time you ever heard, other than basketball, Illinois being in the top 10? And they're going against number 19 Indiana, who is a 6.5 point favorite. So I guess they're calling Illinois. Not, first off, who has Illinois played? Western Illinois, Duke. Like, I mean, they won 52-3, 45-19, 38-0, but that's not enough to put. They were ranked. Why were they ranked 12th in the nation? All right. I don't know. Let me stop hating. But they're Illinois plays Indiana. I ain't got much to say about that. Then we have a Pac 12 game, right? Oh man, wait, is it still Pac-12 or did they? Uh, wait. So Washington's in the Big Ten. Where have I been? So okay, so Washington is in the Big Ten. Who is the other team? It's Washington State and some other team that was it Oregon State that are still in the Pac-12? Right. Oh no, I'm not tripping. It's showing not even yes, Oregon State. So it's only two teams in the Pac-12. Of course, they're going to have more teams next season, but yeah. Why does Stanford and Virginia have a primetime game? Oh my gosh. Who is scheduling these games? Arizona State versus Baylor. Uh, and then Wyoming is 2-1. Well, they play Colorado. And then the nightcap games, USC and Michigan State, both teams are 3-0. 11 p.m. Eastern, and then Fresno State and Hawaii at well, basically midnight. And those are the games for the week. I really feel like right now is really looking like Ohio State might run it back. Like that's definitely the team to beat. Otherwise, I don't really see like Texas need to figure out what's going on with Arch Manning because like the way he throws the ball and he's wincing, like something's wrong with his shoulder, obviously. But they don't want to disclose the information about it, you know. But they're playing another cakewalk team, and then let me see who they play next after that. First off, where all right, so they're playing Sam Houston, who is 0-3. Sam Houston used to actually be a really good team back then, a really good team. Okay, so they play Sam Houston this Saturday, and then they have a bye, and then the week after, so October 4th, they're playing Florida, which I expect them to win. Um, and then they got the Red River Shootout with Oklahoma, and then they got Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vandy, and then Georgia, Arkansas, and they finished the season on Thanksgiving weekend against Texas A&M. And they're not looking. How are they looking? So, first off, why is Mississippi State the number one team in the SEC right now? What is their record? They're undefeated? What? And then it's Georgia and LSU. And first off, why do they have so many 3-0 teams? I mean, obviously, none of them has played. Has any of them played each other yet? Yeah, some of them have played each other, but okay. I guess they got number 15. Number 15, Tennessee is second to last according to points. Number 15, Tennessee. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just rambling now. But anyways, more video. Damn, hold up. More videos to come. Reactions, more reviews about. I'm gonna just start using these gameplays as just backdrop videos, and whatever. It's just all about the conversation that I'm trying to make. If y'all have any comments, y'all want to put down in the comment section, I'll reply. And yeah, follow me on all the socials. It's on the screen and should be in the description below. And until then, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.